standing for our Wakayans and our children. We're standing for them. Don't you remember everything, please? They forget. They forget. We don't forget, we remember.
Yes!
You all are in my heart. I'm so proud of you.
There's been a real media blackout here for so long, and now that there is media here, I've seen personally stories that are not factual, that are completely kind of like fed from police, and just not. I've seen it in the mainstream media and I've seen it in the local media here, and I know you've been frustrated. Can you kind of talk about the twisted narrative that's kind of come out here?
Yeah, definitely. I've been here since August 12th with my family, and on the first action on August 15th, 5 of us women hopped the fence and we were able to not get arrested. The next day, a woman who is actually here today with a camera from KX News interviewed me and followed me around with her cameraman and asked me what happened. I reported it to her, let her know. I never saw it. It was the truth, though. It was everything that happened. Instead, they went for the larger things that were more disruptive, like the horses barging in and being unlawful protesters. And you know, we weren't being unlawful protesters. If anybody's being unlawful, it's the government. They're on treaty land. Not only that, they're on land. We are the land. How can they not understand that? And to have media be here and express a lie to create fear in all the people in all this nation, in this whole country, to make us once again look like we're the evil people when we stand here just like this, with nothing in our hand. If we have anything, it's sage, a staff, or tobacco ties. Yet we're the violent people because we can threaten with our voice, and we can use the sounds of our voice and the beats in our heart to scare them. And they report the scared part on a one-sided ticket. Here's something for them. We got attacked the other day in a peaceful manner. We did not hit them physically, we did not touch them physically, we did not have any ammo, no weapons, nothing of any kind, no lethal weapons. They did.
The dog did it, you know, look at this. There, so did it.
Ma'am, your dog just bit this protester. Your dog just bit that protester. Are you telling the dogs to bite the protesters?
It wasn't until I got bit on my chest, and I'll show it. And that is a bite from a dog. I don't care. Everybody can see it. Because to me, that's a flesh offering off of a Sundance. To me, that's nothing, because I was in prayer. And then they spin a story saying that the dogs were injured. I'm a mother, and I stood there unarmed, yelling at them. And they smugly looked at us, and they smiled every time the dog lunged at us. It takes a lot of strength and a lot of prayer to actually stand there and still yell and stand your ground without having to take her head and want to put it by that dog's face just to show her what it feels like to be intimidated and see if she's a real warrior. To see if she's a real warrior. If she got bit, she would run for the hills. I know she would.
And I saw a CBS article. Headline was police accused of unleashing dogs. There's no accused. We actually have video of the dogs biting protectors. I didn't see protectors with guns. I didn't see protectors doing punching.
Amy Goodman, you are a savior. And I'm going to say that to you right now. You did an awesome coverage of the real stuff that is happening here. Important factual news for democracy now. Lila Wopi-Latanka, Amy Goodman, honest. And she interviewed me. I was too much in a heat of fury. I apologize for that too. I'm so sorry.
She's a friend of the Young Turks. I want to ask you, you have been down here for weeks. You've seen no attention and now plenty of attention.
I watched it all fold. I watched it all unfold. I watched people come. I've seen beautiful dances, beautiful people from all different nations, hearing their stories, hearing why they're here, hearing all from the elderly. We watched it all unfold. you know, and we watched the media. We knew who, after a while, you know, I was a very trustful person. Anybody who knows me, anyone back home, whether it been anywhere at all, anybody who knows me knows that I am a nice person. I go around in a peaceful way. They know that I am. It's only when I'm, you know, I feel like I have to protect myself or protect people behind me or even my son where I get heated. And to see the people here.
I think most people, if their burial grounds and land were being attacked, would probably get pretty heated. I wanted to ask you, you know, you look at, obviously the water is the biggest thing. You need it to live. But it's also, it seems like there's a lack of regard just for culture and tribes' history and their rights. That is the history of America. And now that hasn't changed, and most people watching don't think about that actively, but we're thinking about it now. What do you want people to know, not just about the current fight, but the bigger picture of what your people are up against?
We're human, man. We are human. We are programmed to go around a systematic routine on a daily basis to work for the government, to work for the man. We are human. They forget that we are human. They forget that we're land. We are the land. Why can't we go about our lives without having to worry about money, without having to worry about oil? The climate, look at it. There was an article I read yesterday, 3 hurricanes in the Pacific. You know, you got earthquakes going on. You got climate change all around you. You know, Fort Laramie Treaty of 1868 gave us this land. Gave it by the Missouri, gave it to all of our nation, and they broke it several times. The Black Hills belong to the Lakota, and they rape it every day. I lived out in the Black Hills, and recently I gave up everything. I don't have a job no more because I gave it up in the beginning of August. I don't have an apartment out there anymore because I gave it up at the beginning of August to come stand here, to come move here in a teepee and stand for my people. I used to have a spot in the Black Hills, and they're ravaging it. They're ravaging those trees. And there's nothing, and when you sit up there alone, there's nothing I can do. And that's why I'm with my people here. We got to voice these issues. It's more than just this. It's about everything. Our laws, the bylaws. You know, we got women getting raped. We got children getting kidnapped. America is one of the most hated countries in the world. Can they get hip to that? Sorry. You're right. You know, they don't understand and they're blinded, and I pity them, but I pray for them because hopefully one day they'll understand to put down the iPhone, to put down the money and the clothes and the jewelry, and they stand and they look at themselves as a whole. And understand that we're human. We're one with this earth. This is our earth. This is my mother. We came from the land. We need these minerals. Look at the crops around you and they're ravaged. You know, and there's weeds out here that we can live off of. Our animals, especially what they do to the dogs. Animal cruelty is horrible. Training them to be killer dogs. The Shunka dog is sacred to our people. And I was able to calm one down because he didn't know what he was doing, and it's not the dog's fault. It's not the dog's fault. It's the people handling those dogs and programming them to be killing machines.
Thank you very much.